Our our first guest stars on the #1 series on television, NCIS, and it is right here on CBS, ladies and gentlemen. We couldn't be happier.
Yes.
8 p.m. on CBS. Here is the lovely Pauley Perrette. Pauley, come on out. You see, is it more cold here than usual? I kind of felt that way earlier. Maybe the chill is on us. I'm sorry.
It's a little cold up here in these parts.
Well, you spend most of your time in California?
Yeah, but I was here for years beforehand. But then you move out to California, and then everything, you know, we come back here and we're just wimps.
You know what people say when I lived in California? They say, "Oh, your blood is thinned out." Now, is that
someone just said that to me right when I walked out here?
Your blood doesn't thin.
We should do a medical study on this because it gets said a lot, I think.
Yeah, and if in fact your blood thinned out in warmer climates, that would be verified with heart ailment statistics.
I would suppose, but you know what? Maybe we could just do a whole thing. Does your blood? Do people in LA have thin blood? Maybe it's just.
Does warmer climate really affect the consistency
or maybe it just like
of your
melts
blood?
your brain, all the sunshine or something. You know, or maybe, you know, maybe we're just a little less tough out there because we're sitting, you know, when we left it was 75 degrees.
But you know, you're living in a desert, so how could anything be more tough than living in a desert?
Oh, lots of things could be more tough than living in a desert.
Like
living in a blizzard.
Or being Arnold Schwarzenegger's housekeeper. I don't know. Wow, this show, I mean, we've talked about this show. By the way, how's your foot and ankle?
Oh, yes, if you note, I'm a little bit shorter tonight because I have a sprained ankle. I sprained it on October 6, 2012. Remember 2012?
Wow. Wow. What did you do with it, sprained it?
I was at my Wild and Crazy, a charity event, and I stepped on a curb, but then I had AIDS walk the next week, and I did that with a sprained ankle, and then I did another thing, and I kept doing
stuff. What is your charity event? You just shot right by that. What is your charity event?
I work for 30 charities.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa. That's great.
Yes, that one. Yeah, so I was doing Hero Dog Awards when I heard it, and then I had AIDS Walk for APLA the next week, and then I had Trevor Project the week after that, and I just kept going, and I never went to the doctor. So now I have to wear flat shoes, except when I'm playing Abby, and then I'm in 7-inch platforms.
Oh, so there's the problem. You're aggravating the injury.
I don't think so, because for a week I had one of those big giant boots. If anyone's worn the boot, you know what it's like. Yeah, right? So I had this big giant boot on my foot from the doctor, and it was eerily similar to Abby's big giant boots, only without the platform. So I think it's okay. I think that in the big platform business of Abby, I'm telling myself I get excellent ankle support.
Coincidentally, one of my charities is raising money for giant boots.
Really? Wow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, I mean, I can't tell you. My boots are going to be so excited for your support.
But let me tell you something. When I was a kid playing basketball, I would twist an ankle, sprain it, twist an ankle, sprain it, and from the very first injury, it stayed weak the rest of my life to current day. So you have to be cautious. Make sure that you get it strengthened.
This is my second time.
Ah!
I know.
Second time, same ankle?
10 years ago, same ankle.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
But I wasn't at a charity event.
Now tell me about the Hero Dogs. This is fascinating.
Well, I work for a whole bunch of different animal charities, and it's kind of, this was a Hero Dog Awards that we did, and I mean, there's a lot of them. It's always me and Betty White. We're like together all the time.
Betty White has long been known for her love of animals.
She's fantastic. Yeah. I think that she's a clone because I mean, she's got 2 TV shows. She's at every charity event I have, and I think there's like 6 of them of her, and we just don't know.
Plenty of it. A very admirable woman, and had a great career.
She's an American treasure. Yay!
Yeah. So give me an example of a hero dog doing something.
We have service dogs for all kinds. We have our dogs that work with wounded warriors. Very, very effective for PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
We have one of the most amazing things is a seizure dog. So if you have an ailment that causes a seizure, dogs can actually tell the owner before they have a seizure, because having a seizure is very dangerous because you could fall over and hurt yourself. So these dogs can actually tell before someone has a seizure. It's an incredible phenomenon. So a seizure dog will inform the owner before they have a seizure, so you can sit down and have a seizure and not hurt yourself.
It's remarkable.
It's amazing.
And and dogs. You see the Super Bowl?
No.
Oh. They had a commercial on there about a Clydesdale.
I saw the commercial. I watched the news, and I saw the commercials on the news
Did you see
today.
the one about the
Yes,
Clydesdale,
it made me
the horse?
cry.
Yeah, it made you cry. But yeah, let's break it apart. First of all, I love the commercial, but let's break it down. Okay, so the horse is born.
Yes.
He trains the horse.
Yes.
Budweiser comes to buy the horse and takes the horse away from the guy. And in the background, you got, what's her name singing Landslide?
Yes.
Minnie Riperton. What's her name? Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks
Is singing Landslide, which has nothing to do with horses or beer. Oh, it's all right.
But it does have something to do with getting older.
That's right.
And
Time
horse was
passing. That's
growing,
right.
Yes.
So now the guy is sitting there at home. He's got nothing to do now that the horse has grown. Reading the paper, he sees in headline print, Clydesdale's coming to Chicago. Why can't they come to Delaware? And then he puts the paper down. He goes to Chicago. The horse sees him driving by in his truck. The horse breaks out of the Clydesdale.
Dad!
Yeah, goes running down Michigan Avenue.
Yes.
And the guy hops out of the car and they hug.
Yeah, and did you cry? Did you cry just a little?
I felt myself being emotionally manipulated.
Yes.
And as though I needed a beer. But the horses are great until you get on their back. A horse wants you to believe that it's just like a dog. You're nice to the horse, pet the horse, give him a little chew treat, just like a dog. That's what they want you to think until you get on their back. And then they will try to kill you in any possible way they can.
Now, did you just sneak up on a horse and try to get on its back? Like, just without it knowing? Or
Yeah,
was
I
it a
used to break
professional
wild
situation?
horses. I'd go to Nevada and pet a few wild horses out of the herd. Then I would spend 2 or 3 weekends trying to break them.
Just like drop out of a tree somewhere and go horse's
That's
back.
what I would do. Oh, how are things on the big show?
The big show is fantastic.
Do people love you, right, when they see you? Oh, there you are.
I mean, we're like I think we're like over 23 million viewers a week now, and 10 years later, it's so unbelievable.
And it's built and built and built. And
yeah.
built. And that's the mark of quality.
You know, and it's the mark of fun too, I think, because we're having so much fun, and people always tell me, they're like, "You look like you're having fun." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we are, definitely." Yeah. And I mean, I get to play Abby Shuto for 10 years. I'm so grateful. It's incredible.
Well, good for you. You do a nice job of it.
Thanks.
What are you going to do? Whatever you do, don't get a shot. Have you had a shot?
Already got the shot, but here's my plan.
Oh, it's the worst thing you can do.
Here's my plan. It's Grammy weekend.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because I do all the behind-the-scenes social networking for the Grammys for years. So the 3 days before the Grammys.
What is that job?
This is my job. I'm a music fanatic.
Who hires you for this?
CBS. The same person that hires other people I know.
Well, now, why can't I do this? I would be perfect for this.
Well, okay, so it's a lot of running around behind the scenes, and you get to, and so I'm like communicating on Twitter, on the Twitter.
It's stuff that happens that you see behind the scenes, you Twitter it out.
Yeah, so I'm back there with all the people. Like, it's pretty amazing because everybody is in rehearsals and doing their thing, and you're just like, last year I'm standing there, I'm like it's like, you know, Bruce Springsteen and Paul McCartney and Joe Walsh, and it's just pretty amazing, and it's all kind of a great camaraderie down there. But it's 3 days of rehearsals, and I'm on my Twitter account, and that goes through CBS.com, so you can sort of follow me around and follow the talent.
So now, do the goons at CBS edit you? Do they censor you, or is it wide open?
I haven't met any goons at CBS yet.
10 years and not one goon.
These amazing people that hire me at CBS,
Yeah.
no, they don't censor. They actually trust me too.
But now, what if you saw one of the top stars of the day beat a stagehand to death?
Well, then I would go into my other persona, which is crime fighter, call 911, get the guy arrested, hold him down to the ground until the cops got there, and he would go in the clink.
But would you Twitter that out if you saw a guy get the, like, who's always in trouble now is little Justin Bieber.
Little Justin Bieber and I were both on your show together several years ago. We were co-guests together. Yes. The first time I was on your show, I was on here with him.
Yeah.
And then the show right after that was Robert Plant, and I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan, and I was like, I think I threw my arms around Robert Plant. I did that.
I spent the weekend with Robert Plant.
Show off.
Listen, Pauley, have fun at the Grammys, NCIS Tuesdays, 8 p.m. right here on CBS. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Go ahead, do whatever you want. We'll be right back with Jake Johansson, everybody.